I know I look crazy right now, and I have not posted a YouTube video in 2 weeks. We're back, we're rolling. I recently went to DC for a week for work 2 weeks ago. No, that was last week. It was a great time. You guys know I did the video about I want to leave Atlanta. I hate living here. I think this is the next move for my life, and I'm really excited to take it. So let me tell y'all a little bit about DC. Let me tell y'all about these apartments. Let me sit back a little bit because the apartments in DC is crazy. It's crazy. Like, look at my apartment. If I want something like this in DC, I'm paying $2,500, no cap. Atlanta, you might can slide with $1,700, $1,800, but it's $25 a pop in DC. The first apartment that I toured was Lyon Place, Clarendon. This literally is as close as I can get to my job as possible. They got a Trader Joe's under the building. That's about it. They got a Trader Joe's in the building, and it's really close to my job, and it's a lot of bars and things to do around it. So this place, the average price, it's a really good place. I'm gonna have a neighbor that I know, which is one of my coworkers, and it's amazing. Like, it was a great time. I have a story to tell at the end of this video that's gonna get your wheels turning. Like, what? I wrote in my notes, this is actually a good building. The Metro was across the street, but the average price for this building was $2,300. And you know, like, I'm already paying $2K, so an extra $300 is crazy to me. And this is one of those buildings where the finishes are, you can tell like it was a really old building, probably built in the 80s, 90s, but they renovated it. And I'm starting to learn that DC is a bunch of renovated buildings that they're upcharging for now. I'm not even in DC at this point. I'm in Arlington. That building was really nice. I think that might be the place that I end up choosing because I toured it. I didn't really like it at first, but then later on in the story time, you're gonna see why I appreciate this building now. They showed me 3 different floor plans. Like, the first room I saw, I was like, yes, I want this. Like, 696 square feet. I think it was like 2325. Very nice place. I'm gonna put the floor plan up here. And I think another space I toured, it was like 500 and something square feet. And I was like, no, I do not want to live in this. And they wanted 2,100 for that one. I was like, no, I see why it's 2,100. There was no like really natural lighting in the 500 square feet. You know how you walk in some place and you know like, I'm gonna be depressed today. That I don't want to come home and feel depressed because there's no natural light in the space. I think I want the first one for $2,300 and it came with a balcony. So they sold me. It's a really good place if you want to go to DC, check it out. Now I don't know if I'm gonna be living there, but that's my #1 spot for right now. The next place I toured was ResaNoma. That's what they was calling it. Now ResaNoma is a really nice place. It's in Noma. Now this one is smack dab middle of DC. I really like the finishes. I really like how modern it looks. It looks like what I got now. They also wanted $2,300 for 690 square feet. They wanted $2,300 for this. And then we toured a bigger one that was like almost 800 square feet, and they wanted $2,500. And I was in here, I was like, you know, I can do the 25 because when I move to DC, I'm planning on getting rid of my car because I don't understand why you need a car when you have Metro and I'm buying a bike. So I was like, I can do the 25. It's really nice, but it's a 40-minute metro ride from work. And I was just like, I gotta switch 3 trains to get over here, and it's everything I ever wanted, but it was just so far. And another thing that got me was, please don't get offended, but there was a lot of homeless and crackheads outside of the building just standing out front, and I was like, no, like, this is not in Arlington. Like, I already have to deal with in front of my apartment building. Now people are just standing out front camping and in their cars, but no, that's just not something I want to do anymore. And parking for that building was about $300 a month. Parking for Lyon is like $125. So then I took my ass back to Arlington and I toured Gables at 14. Me and the tour guide at Gables at 14, if you come across this, you know who I am. We know each other. Amenities, lobby, concierge, nice. There is no amenity fee. Like in DC, they charge like a $500 amenity fee at some places, which is wild. 5-minute walk to the Metro. But when I walked to that Metro after the tour, I was like, hell no. Hell no. That shit was so damn far. Like, nigga, I'm a big guy. Like, I don't want to walk. I'm gonna have to walk in DC to put my pedal to the metal. But he toured like this B10.1 floor plan, and he showed me a penthouse, y'all. Why the penthouse had a terrace, and the penthouse was in my price range. It was 23, 26 or something. We toured a B10.1 floor plan, which is I went to tour all 1-bedrooms, and that one was really good too. Like, I think the price for the B10.1 was like $2,200, and I really like it, but the reviews online was like, it'd be shootouts here and all of that, but I don't know, I didn't get that. Like, it was a lot of folks in the building, y'all know what I mean. Like, that's all I kept seeing, and it was a really nice area to me. Now, their parking is also like in the $100 range. The next place that I toured is Centro Arlington. Now, this place, the metro is 3 miles away, but I have to take the bus to get to the metro, which I tried to do that when I left and could not figure out how to do that. I ended up seeing how long the bike ride was, and this is a 17-minute bike ride to work. So I was like, okay, I can live here. The lobby was really nice. The amenities was nice. They had a 766 square feet for $22.65. Now, I was in that building like, yo, 760 square feet? Like, I live in 640 now, and this bitch small. But 760, that shit was so nice. And I'm like, this is like my top 3 place. Like, this is amazing. And I forgot to ask about the multiplier at the other places, but they were like, this place was 2.5. Let's dive into this story time. Now I'm gonna tell you her part, my part, and everybody's part. If I'm wrong, and I want you to tell me that I'm wrong. And I want y'all to comment when y'all hear this story like, Jamion, you were wrong for that. And I'm not gonna be mad or nothing. I just need to know, because my coworkers and my friends were like, bro, she did you dirty. So I'm texting my friend, let's call her Maria. So I'm texting Maria, and I'm like, Maria lives in DC already. Alexandria, to be specific. So if you're in the DC area, you know, Arlington to Alexandria is like an hour on the metro. Please remember that. So I'm texting Maria in end of July, early August. Hey, I'm coming to DC the last week of August. Will you be off? At first it was like, yeah, I think I have that weekend off. Like, we were hoping it was that weekend because she was thinking she was gonna have it off. So I was like, okay, can I come stay that weekend? And at first it was like, yeah, but let's play it by ear for what my job is gonna do. And I was like, okay, cool. It's like a week before I have to book the trip. I texted her, I was like, hey, are you still gonna be off that weekend? Can I stay? She was like, no, I'm gonna have to work, sadly, so we'll just have to do something another time. And I was like, okay, cool. At this point, I was like, I'm gonna just get my own hotel room. We can hang out like Saturday night after you get off, Friday night when you get off, something like that. So the day came that Monday for me to have to go to DC. So I texted the lady at my job who booked the trip, and I was like, hey, can we change my flight back to Friday because something came up and I don't want to be there that long anymore. She was like, yeah, let's do that. So we tried to change it. Flight was $500 to change it to Friday. So I was like, let's do Saturday morning at the first flight. She was like, okay, they got a 5 a.m. flight. And I was like, okay, let's do that. So I'm in DC at this point. I text Maria and I'm like, hey, I don't want to pay $150 for a hotel room that I'm just going to lay my head in for 3 hours because I don't go to sleep till 12. Is it possible that I can stay with you Friday night and leave at 3 a.m. Saturday morning because that's when I have to catch my flight? She was like, yeah, that's cool. Like, that's fine. Like, you just have to leave before 6 a.m. because I have to be to work. So I was like, yeah, bet. I'm in DC all week having a good time doing the apartment tours. Thursday comes, I'm like, hey, do you want to hang out? And she was like, yeah, we can do something tonight. So I get on the metro, go to Old Town. This is an hour ride. Like, I'm in this damn car deceased. Like, I'm like, oh my God. I got the damn tunes going in my ear. Like, I'm happy to see my friend because I haven't seen her since I helped her move to Columbia, South Carolina last year, and now she's in DC. So I'm so excited to see her. I get there, she comes get me, and I brought my bag with me because I'm like, it's Thursday. I'm staying with her tomorrow, so I'm gonna give her my bag because Friday I had to go to Noma to tour the apartments in Noma and Navy Yard, so I didn't want to walk around with my bag because I had to check out of my work hotel because my work paid for the hotel during the week. They didn't pay for it on the weekend. So I was like, I'm gonna leave my bag with you since I'm coming to stay with you tomorrow. So it was like, cool. I buy this girl dinner, guys. Like, we got some sushi. I mean, it wasn't expensive. It was like $20 for both of us. We got sushi, paid for that, and she brought me back to my hotel room. Good vibes, good time. I'm thinking like, this is like the best time of my life. I'm telling my coworkers about the little situation the next day, and like, I was just like, this girl makes me happy, you know? Like, it was a great time spent. It felt like college again. I've known her since freshman year of college. I'm working Friday. Why this motherfucker text me saying, hey, oh, wait, no, let me read it because I want her to come back and realize how she sound. I think I deleted her number though. Oh no, it's right here. I deleted her contact. Hey, listen, I've been thinking my shift tomorrow starts at 6 a.m. So if you came tonight and stayed and left at 3 a.m., it's going to wake me up too early and I won't be able to go back to sleep. Like I said a couple months ago, I'm on weekend shifts right now, so it's just not a good time for me to have guests at my place. Here's my proposal. You and I can go get food tonight, then I'll take you to the airport no later than 9 p.m. and you can just wait there for your flight. If I didn't have to work tomorrow, this wouldn't be a problem, but I really need to be awake and alert for my job, and I just can't risk not sleeping well enough. I'm really sorry. Let me know what you think. I said, what time do you wake up for work? Can I just leave then? Mind you, Thursday when we were getting dinner, she was like, yeah, when I work at 6 a.m., I got to wake up at 3:45 a.m. because, you know, I work for the FBI and my job is an hour away. So I'm like, okay, that's perfect. I'm leaving at 3 a.m. She's talking about, it's just, I said, what time do you wake up for work? Can I just leave then? She says, it's just even having someone at my house. I know I won't get good sleep. I want you to come stay, but I told you it needs to be weekend there. I'm not working. Like I said, I'll do dinner and take you to the airport by now, but my shift starts at 6 a.m. I hope you understand. And I was just saying, like, I don't understand this. Like, I don't want to pay $150 for a hotel for one night, and I'm getting mad again. And I'm going to be in a hotel for 3 hours. I was like, bro, I can literally stay with you. And I was like, if I worked a 24-hour shift, I would give you the key to my house because I feel so comfortable with you staying in my house. And she was like, you don't understand. Like, my job comes before my family and my friends. Like, I get that your job works differently and it's not as important to you, but my job is very important to me. Bitch, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I'm just like, yo, that job can go today, but I'ma still be here tomorrow. So at this point, I'm just cursing her out and everything. I'm telling her she a bad friend. She talking about, you think I'm a bad friend because I won't let you stay in my place? And I was like, I respect your place, but friends would never do this to friends, cancel on the last minute like this. And I'm just like, yo, this is some flaw ass shit. Like, you just gonna leave me out in the street? So I had to ask my coworker, can I stay with her? And I'm just like, yo, like, this is so embarrassing that I have to do this. So I asked her, she's like, yeah, but me and my husband are getting dinner tonight, so can you make sure you're doing something by then? So being the toxic king that I am, I called Maria and I was like, hey, I just want to apologize for everything I said. I was over exaggerating because I didn't have a place to stay, but can we still get dinner? Like, I hope we're still cool, we're still friends, but let's get dinner. Mind you, at this point, I knew I'm not fucking with her no more after we do this dinner. And she was like, you want me to get dinner with you after you did all that? I was like, I was just overhyped, bro. You know how dramatic I be. Like, flipping the script, bipolar. Me, bipolar at its finest. And she was like, you know what? Yeah, we can still get dinner. So I gave her a list of places. My coworker told me we're gonna get dinner between like 7, 8, 9. So can you just not bother us between then? She didn't say not bother us, but you know, like, be out of her hair between then. So I was like, cool. So I told Maria, can you book the dinner tonight? Why she booked the dinner for 6:45? And I already told her I can't be at my coworker's house between 7 and 10. So we just gotta stay out to 10. She was like, I'm not staying out to 10. That's too late. Like, I have to work at 6 a.m. the next day. I said, bitch, I gotta work at 7 a.m. What is 10? What is being out to 10 gonna do to you? So at this point, I'm leaving the office. I got on all white and Doc Martens walking around DC. I catch the metro to DC so I can tour the ResaNoma. After I toured the ResaNoma, I was trying to get the Navy Yard to see if I can book another tour, but I'm hungry as hell at this point. So I got on the Rome bus, got dropped off 2 miles away from Chicken and Whiskey and Navy Yard. Walked the 2 miles, hot as hell. I'm carrying a jacket too, like a pea coat. Finally get there. I'm texting Maria, hey, can you come pick me up? Because she's off. This is Friday, she's off. I said, hey, can you come pick me up? I'm walking around DC and I have nowhere to go. She was like, I was too far away. Like, I think I'm in Fairfax. It's like an hour away. I'm running errands, so you wouldn't really be able to ride with me, or I can't really come get you. So I was like, can I Uber to you? She was like, no, I'll just meet you at dinner tonight. At this point, my phone is on 5%, bro. I've been walking around DC from 12, I think at this point it's 3 or 4 o'clock. So I ate at Chicken and Whiskey's, and then I get back on the metro. I'm on 2% on the phone with my friend, telling him all the bullshit that's happened. Get off the metro in Arlington, trying to find a coffee shop to charge my phone. First coffee shop I went to, they was like, we close in 10 minutes. So I only got like 10 minutes of charge. Mind you, her sister, Maria's sister, is calling me this whole time talking about, you know, Maria's job is really important to her and you can't do her like that or talk to her that way because you know how important this job is to her. Bitch, you work for the fucking FBI. Nobody gives a fuck except you. So then I walk another mile to this Dunkin', can't get in the Dunkin', they don't have any places to charge your phone. So then I'm defeated at this point. So I'm walking back towards my job, which is a mile away. So I text Maria, I'm like, hey, can you bring me my bag? I'm not gonna go to dinner tonight because I'm tired. I've been walking around DC all day. You couldn't come pick me up and be a friend and pick me up so I can ride around with you, knowing I have no place to go in the city that I don't know anybody in. And she was like, where you at? I'll bring you back. No, she was just like, where you at? So I sent her the location of my job. Mind you, she's a 20-minute drive from me. She said, no, I'm not driving that far. I'm in the streets of DC on the phone with my other coworker, David, and I'm just like cursing. I'm like walking in the middle of the street like, I'll kill this bitch right now, bruh. She won't bring me my shit. I'll kill this bitch. Like, I'm elated. I'm mad as fuck at this point. And I said, Maria, bring me my fucking bag right now. This girl said, no, I'm not driving over there. So I'm cursing her out left or right. I text my coworker who's in DC and was like, hey, this is really embarrassing, but that I'm going through this, because I don't want my coworkers in my personal business. This is really embarrassing that I'm going through this. Can you please take me to get my bag from her? And she was like, yeah, I got you. How far is she? I'll meet you outside in a second. I was like, it's a 20-minute drive. And she was like, she can't bring your bag 20 minutes away. I was like, yeah, it's an hour metro for me. Like, I don't want to get on the metro for an hour to get a bag and come back for an hour. That's 2 hours. So my coworker happily took me to get my bag. I'm cursing Maria out this whole ride. My coworker was like, calm down, just please, like, just stay calm, Jimmy. Like, you look like, no, nigga, I'm shook. Like, I can't believe this bitch doing this to me. Like, I was a guy in college. Her fake ass friends used to leave her at a bar crying when a guy did her wrong, or they just used to leave her in general, and I would come comfort her. So at this point, I'm just like, the fact that you would treat me like this after everything I've done with you, listen to your sappy stories and all this shit in college, and you do this to me. So this bitch said, I'm gonna leave your bag outside my apartment in the road. And I was, ooh, I'm going off at this point. I was like, bro, just give me my shit. I don't give a fuck how you give me my shit at this point. And after this, I'm not fucking with you no more. She was like, I'm gonna just meet you at the metro stop now, because I don't want you to see where I live. Bitch, I don't give a fuck where you live. So I get to the metro, get my bag from her, slam the door. My coworker let me stay with her and her husband. I had dinner with them. We had rooftop drinks, and it was a great time. It was a vibe, and I'm so thankful for my coworker, because without her helping me, I probably would not. My whole decision would have changed on moving to DC. Please let me know if I'm wrong in this situation. Maybe I'm wrong for asking her, can I stay again that Friday night? Because she told me, you guilt tripped me into staying. I literally can show you guys a text. Or we got on the phone, I was like, hey, can I just stay with you Friday for a few hours? I'm leaving at 3 a.m. And she was like, yeah, sure, that's no problem. Only asked her once. She could have told me no, and I would have just, I don't know, I would have figured it out. I'm a black man, so I would have figured it out. But let me know if I was wrong. Let me know what you would have done differently. And let me know if you would still be friends with her. Because I believe in second chances, I guess. Thank you for watching today's video, and I'll see you next time.